The seated postures in the Ashtanga Yoga method offer a challenge for the hip joints. In fact, having a really good half lotus position is almost a prerequisite. But if you have a teacher that allows you to modify, I think this posture can be approachable for almost everyone, especially in the beginning. It's important that if you're going for a modification that you know what you're working towards. So let's break down Marichasana B for all levels. Starting off as though you jump through, we're going to do the right side, but because we enter with a half lotus on the other side, you actually do the left leg first. So we apply that same technique. If you've seen my other video on how to safely get into half lotus, you might want to watch that one before we check out Marichasana B. If you don't subscribe to my channel, you might want to do that too, so you know when I put out the new videos. So we're going to work on that left leg half lotus. Pull it all the way into the body, make sure the knee joint remains closed, and then a nice easy half lotus position. All right, if this is tight for you, if your half lotus is here, your knee is up, it's not really recommended to go further. The modification you're going to do for the posture then is to hold directly under the knee and perhaps hold underneath your left knee to make sure that everything's nice and stable. You can even bring it all the way in. You notice both sitting bones remain on the floor. If you don't have your leg in a full half lotus, I recommend you don't go further. Then what you would do instead is to take out your half lotus and instead just an easy version of a simple posture where the knee is bent underneath the hip joint, and then we can modify just like this. So since we're here, let's go ahead and show you the whole modification. Now you'll notice the sitting bones come off the ground, especially the right one when we lean forward. This will allow the torso to get the separation from the thigh. Then you reach your right arm all the way around, you reach your left arm all the way around, hold onto your fingers, or if you can, hold all the way onto the wrist. Inhale, lift your chest, suck in the belly, strengthen the pelvic floor, and exhale, fold forward. Don't want to push yourself too far forward, so this would be too far. You want to keep a good sense of grounding in the pelvis, and then let your head reach towards the ground. After 5 breaths, you can come all the way up. Now let's see if I can show you the full version of the posture. So we started out here in that nice, easy half lotus position. Let's go ahead and get that. Here we've got a nice, easy half lotus. You want to check that to make sure, hey, the knee feels good, the hip feels good, everyone's happy. And then we start bending that right leg. Bending the right leg. Now the first thing we want to be sure is that the left knee, the half lotus knee, gets onto the ground. For those of you who are a little bit tighter, sometimes you can lean over to the side. Once the knee is on the floor, that's going to prevent any torque or twist in the knee. Or if you can go directly forward, you can also go directly forward. That's the more correct version. But if you're going out to the side, you're going to go all the way around and come back to the center. Or you could come right in from the center. Then we apply the same techniques. Reach forward and around, separating the torso from the thigh. Reach all the way back, holding your fingers, or walking all the way into the wrist. Suck in the belly. Inhale, lift your chest, and exhale, fold all the way forward, reaching your chin or your forehead into the ground. After 5 breaths, inhale, come up. Now, some people would say that that modification doesn't do anything. I think that if you try the half lotus position every day, your hip will open. And that modification actually does help to open the hip joint. So as long as you do both and you know what you're working towards, the energy and the integration of the posture can really start to benefit. It's up to you and your teacher to figure out whether you're ready to move past the posture. The full bind is sometimes necessary before you really learn what's happening deep within the pelvis.